like a Hellcat.
Hello and welcome back to the channel where once again it's time for another review. Now we're not covering any Saturn or Saturn versus PlayStation action this week. We are going for the first title in my Wii U series of reviews, none other than the absolute backbone of the Wii U's library, Mario Kart 8. I have to point out by saying it is incredible to think that Mario Kart 8 is now 9.5 years old. That is absolutely incredible. But moving that to the side, we're going to do what we always do with my reviews. Talk about how it looks, how it sounds, how it plays, what kind of content and lifespan it's got, and whether it is still worth playing today.
Mario Kart 8!
So once the game loads up, you'll see you've got single player, multiplayer, online for one player or two players, Mario Kart TV, and the shop. Heading into single player mode, you will see you've got a choice of Grand Prix, time trials, versus battle, and of course multiplayer battle as well. Once you pick Grand Prix, you can decide whether you want 50cc, 100cc, 150cc mirror mode, or the incredibly difficult 200cc. Once you hit the character selection screen, you'll see you've got loads of characters to pick from. All your favorites: Mario, Luigi, Daisy, Peach, Bowser, Donkey Kong, Wario, Waluigi, Link is here, Cat Mario, and so on and so on. Plenty of variety in the character selection. Going on to your vehicle selection again, loads of variety here. You've got your racing cars, standard Mario Karts, motorcycles, 4x4s, and pretty much everything in between. You can, of course, pick your tyres, pick which kind of glider you want as well. And, of course, they've all got varying statistics, which you can look at and check for your own liking. There is plenty of variety in terms of vehicle options and customization. So with all of that out of the way, we need to get onto how it looks, how it sounds, how it plays, talk about what kind of content and lifespan it's got, and whether it is still worth playing today. Now in the looks department, Mario Kart 8 is about as good an example of a Wii U title as you can get, because this game looks absolutely awesome. Even though it's nearly 10 years old, Mario Kart 8 still looks truly special in my eyes. The character models, the karts, the tracks, they all look awesome. And of course the game runs brilliantly as well. Nintendo are absolutely amazing when it comes to first party titles in getting them to perform to the console's best capability that it can do. And this is a premier example of that. I haven't got a single negative thing to say about the way the game looks or performs. Even in 4-player split screen, the game still runs fantastic. There really is nothing negative to say about the looks of Mario Kart 8. I mean, I could sit here all day and talk about how each course looks absolutely fantastic. Older courses have been modernized and look brilliant. There is nothing negative to say about this game in the looks department at all. It is an absolute stunner. So for as good as the visual presentation of any game may be, if the sound quality isn't up to scratch, it can really bring down the enjoyment levels of a game. Thankfully, that's not the case with Mario Kart 8, because this game sounds absolutely brilliant in every single way. From the first time you hear the title screen music, to listening to all of the track musics, which are absolutely brilliant, to amazing sound effects within the game as well, there is nothing negative to say about the sound effects and music within the game. That's an incredible thing to say, especially when we've said the graphical style is superb as well. There's nothing negative there. If you've nailed the sound effects and music so brilliantly as well, your game is going to surefire be an absolute winner. And Mario Kart 8 delivers in the sound effects and music department so well. All of the tracks have got musical tracks which fit them so well. They bring the tracks to life because the soundtracks are so good. And I'm going to put the composers' names on the screen now. I'm not going to try and pronounce all of them, but these guys deserve an absolute massive amount of credit for giving Mario Kart 8 the musical scores that it does, because it really does deliver in the sound effect and music department too. So moving on to the way Mario Kart 8 plays, and it will be absolutely no surprise when I tell you this game plays as well, if not better, than any Mario Kart game ever. I simply love the way this game plays. Now, it's got your standard Mario Kart controls: accelerate, brake, jump to power slide, pick your items, shoot them, that kind of stuff. But there's a variety of ways to control it as well. You can use the Wii U big screen controller, you can use a Pro controller, you can use a Wii remote, you can use a Wii remote with a nunchuck, a Wii remote with a classic controller plugged in, or the Wii remote with one of the Pro style Wii controllers plugged into. There is loads of ways to pick to play the game, which is fantastic. And of course, like I said, it plays so good. It's responsive, it's smooth. It is as good a playing Mario Kart experience as you can get, in my opinion. Now, Mario Kart 8 added a few new things to the gameplay as well. We had anti-gravity racing, where you could race at the sides of some tracks or on the ceilings of some tracks. We had a few new items as well. We had the boomerang flower with the piranha plant. We had the nice super horn, which could attack against nearby enemies or prevent items hitting you, which is a nice thing because I absolutely hate getting hit with a blue shell. We had different styles of vehicles as well, like all-terrain vehicles, like big 4x4, so there's loads of variety in the gameplay too. So in the gameplay department, there is no surprise when I tell you this game plays brilliantly. So moving on to content and lifespan, and it will come as no surprise when I tell you that Mario Kart 8 excels here as well. There are 32 standard courses to pick from, 16 more available via the DLC, which you can't buy anymore, remember. So if you're only picking the game up now, you won't be able to get those extra tracks. There's over 30 characters to pick from too, so there's loads of selectable characters to play as, which is great as well. Nice bit of variety there. You've got tons and tons of vehicle options too, loads of karts and motorcycles to pick from, loads of tyres and gliders, plenty of choice there. And the more you play the game, the more coins you get, the more you can unlock as well. So there's great incentive to keep playing until you've unlocked them all. Now, as well as your standard one player 50cc, 100cc, 150 mirror mode and 200cc races, you can do those in two player as well. You can have versus races, battle races as well. There are loads and loads of options. Now, as well as that, you can still go online and race other people from around the world because the servers are still up and the game is still active online. It's very easy to go online and have races against people. Usually with the game nearly 10 years old, it's very unlikely still that people will play it online, but Mario Kart 8 is of course one of the most popular games on the system, and it shows when you go online you don't have any problems finding people to race, which is fantastic. So there really isn't anything negative to say about Mario Kart 8 and the content and lifespan. If you want to master those 200cc races and get golds in everything, it is going to take you a long time, because as well as getting really good at the game to do it, you need a whole lot of luck as well, and that is really, really tough to come first in those max difficulty races. It genuinely is. It is a real challenge for those die-hard Mario Kart fans. So in the content and lifespan department, Mario Kart 8 comes up smelling of roses yet again. So of course the final question is Mario Kart 8 still worth playing today? Now, if you've watched the review properly, you know what I'm going to tell you. This game is of course still worth playing because it is so good through and through. The game has no faults, in my opinion. That doesn't mean it's the best game of all time, but it means it is one hell of a brilliant game. It looks, sounds, plays amazing, and has great content and variety in terms of what you can do in single player and multiplayer and online play too. It has it all. Another amazing thing is the fact this game is dirt cheap. You can pick it up for about £5 here in England, no problem. It is so cheap, and of course I do feel Wii U titles will go up in price eventually. At the moment they are still as low as they've ever been. You can pick up top quality first party titles for £5, £6, £7 no problem and build yourself an amazing Wii U collection for so cheap. And right at the forefront of that collection should be Mario Kart 8. It is simply brilliant. But of course, that's my opinion. What is everybody else's opinion on Mario Kart 8? I personally think this, and of course the Switch version Deluxe, which has more courses now, are the best Mario Kart games ever. I really feel they bring everything together from the Mario Kart series and give you such an amazing experience. Again, I've got nothing negative to say about this game. at all. That is it for today. Another review done, my first in my Wii U series. Let me know your thoughts on Mario Kart 8 down below, and perhaps on any suggested Wii U titles that you'd like me to cover on the channel. That is it for today. Thank you for watching, and of course, I'll be back in the near future. Goodbye for now.